It's contagious. It's not just coughing and sneezing on someone that can cause someone else to be sick. Obesity, well, it's a disease, and it is in fact killing us. Coach Greg, obesity is contagious. That means that if you are in close proximity to other people who are obese, that you in fact can become obese, or at least more likely to become obese, and in fact much more likely to become obese. It's not clickbait. I'm sure you're thinking you can't catch obesity like you can the cove or common cold or flu, but in fact you can catch it. Going to show you how and why, so please stick around for it. And that means if you subscribe to Lizzo or other people promoting fat acceptance, you're increasing your chances of becoming obesity yourself, and by a large margin. And I'm not here to BS you, I'm not making this shit up. There was a massive study, over 10,000 participants, that took place for over 30 years. The spread of obesity in a large social network over 32 years. And obesity, it can spread like wildfires. Quite literally. Well, not literally. I always say literally, but it can spread. It was shown that there's a 45% increased likelihood of you becoming obese if you're with someone who's obese. So if you're connected to someone who's obese in some way, 45% greater likelihood that you'll be obese. Whether it's by phone, hi, FaceTime me, okay. Or in person, you're hanging out, you're going to a restaurant, you're ordering that dessert because they did. And if it's a friend of a friend, there's still a 20% greater increased likelihood of you being obese. That means if your friend's friend is obese, you are more likely to be obese. And you're thinking, well, how is that even possible? Well, there's a lot of influence that other people can have on you. When I go to a restaurant with my friends and they say, do you want dessert? And I say no. Chances are they're also going to say no. If I say yes, chances are they will want dessert as well. Alcohol, let's all drink. Your friends are like, well, if you're drinking, I'll drink too. If you're not, I won't drink. So the people you hang around with are going to have a large influence on what you're going to do. If your boyfriend, girlfriend, or circle friend is eating pizza and garlic fingers and not doing any cardio, not lifting weights, chances are you're more likely to sit on the couch and eat junk food as well. But if they go to the gym and work out and are fit, chances are you might do that also. It was also shown that if you talk to these people, you hang around with them, have an actual emotional connection, it's more important than if you just see them. So if you go to the mall, you walk around and everyone's overweight, you go to the beach, you walk around and you see so many people overweight, your chances of being obese are greater. But if you're actually friends with those people, you talk to those people, whether they live in the same neighborhood or in China and you're having a Zoom call, the chances are even greater. There's a saying, you are what you eat. But in reality, you are what you see, hear, touch, feel, smell, and experience. If you follow Lizzo and she's rubbing her belly, eating junk food, saying, love your body, chances are you're probably going to be overweight. But if you watch Coach Greg say, do cardio, eat healthy, put the fork down, way greater chance you're going to lose weight. And so the fat acceptance, it's not all bad. People, they see themselves represented. Plus size models, mannequins that are overweight. And that's good. You feel part of society and you don't hate your body so much. That is great, amazing. But there are negatives as well. Got an example. My niece, under 10 years of age, just talked to her. She says, my daughter came up to me and said, Mom, am I too skinny? She has tons of energy, is at a healthy weight, eats perfectly. I too skinny. Why? Because the majority of her friends are overweight or obese. Going to a birthday party, everyone's eating cake, another slice, more ice cream. So because they're overweight and obese, she sees that. She's under 10 years of age. So she says, well, I think I'm too skinny. I don't fit in with my friends. They're all obese. She doesn't know obese, fat, skinny. She doesn't know. She just sees other people and thinks, there's probably something wrong with me because they're all overweight. They're all heavier, bigger than me. And when she goes to the store and sees mannequins, I'm so much smaller than the mannequin. So she says, Mom, should I be eating more? Should I get fatter? I'm not hungry, but should I eat more? Is there something wrong with me? That's a con of fat acceptance. So because it's normalized for everyone to be overweight and unhealthy, it becomes normal for other people to see that and to think, well, maybe I should be like them. We all want to fit in some way, to be normal. Well, not everyone, but for the most part, we want to fit in with society. And it often starts after high school. Go to university, you get the freshman 15. Why? Because your friends are drinking, eating a lot. You see that and you do it too. As I said before, you are what you eat, and more so, you are what you see and what you hang around with. When I go to the gym and see a lot of healthy, fit people working out, I tend to want to do that more. But if you go to the bar and see a lot of people drinking and doing drugs, you're much more likely to do that. So you tend to be more like the people you hang around with. It doesn't even have to be direct contact. Before social media was around, when my parents were in university, they made friends. And you grow up and you become pen pals. You might call them once a month just to stay in touch. And you write in the letter, hey, my son Greg, he got into bike racing. He's doing bike rides, he's racing bikes, he's having a lot of fun. They're like, wow, that sounds really interesting. And because of that, they buy a bike for their son and say, well, if they're liking it and it's good for their kids, maybe my kids will like it too. They get a bike and pretty soon we're racing each other. This literally happened. It's a real world example. We're racing bikes, getting together, racing bikes. Why? Because they were friends, write messages, stayed in touch. Direct influence. If not for that, maybe that person never rides a bike. And so just like obesity is contagious, fitness is also contagious. So if you subscribe to everyone, the Lizzos of the world, the Nicocado avocados, and you see all these people binging, eating so much, gaining hundreds of pounds, love your body, not exercising, you're much more likely to become obese. And so I'm all for love your body. Love your body enough to freaking put the fork down, to get off your ass and do 150 minutes of cardio a week, to try to live a long and healthy life. Quality of life increases when you exercise and you're at a healthy weight. I'm not saying you need to be perfect. Just do the best you can do with what you were given. You don't need a six-pack, but what you do need to do is whatever you can to be healthy. I'm not saying if you're overweight, you should hate yourself. If you're obese, that you're a bad person, there's something wrong with you. But what I'm saying is if my enthusiasm for doing cardio, working out, and eating healthy can be contagious and you can somehow catch it and want to be a little bit more like Coach Greg, maybe more healthy, more fit, then that is a good thing. That is what I want to catch on. I want it to be caught on that we should be fit. The number one pill in the world that any doctor should prescribe, if there was one pill that they could give out that would cure the world, save us, diet and exercise. Above anything, more important than any medication on this planet, more important than any shot that you might get, diet and exercise. The number one thing that everyone on this planet can do to improve our health. So if you're friends with someone who's obese, you literally have a 57% increase in your chance of being obese. Very, very likely 57%. That's over a 50% increase. For those of you great at math, 57 is higher than 50. So please consider that. Think of that. Everything we do can be contagious. Smiling is contagious. You see someone smile, might put a smile on your face. See a bunch of sad faces, people crying, you might cry. It's contagious. It's not just coughing and sneezing on someone that can cause someone else to be sick. Obesity, well, it's a disease, and it is in fact killing us. And we can try and kid ourselves and say, it doesn't matter. The Rock didn't appear because he knows it matters. It does in fact matter. If you are obese, especially very obese, morbidly obese, very hard to be healthy. Even though you're exercising every day, eating healthy, if you're 100 pounds overweight, it is dramatically going to impact your life, both quality and quantity of life. So please, try to lose the weight if you can. Not saying you need to be perfect, not saying you need a six-pack, but try to lose some of the weight. And even if you lose 10% of your weight, huge impact, perhaps up to 80% difference in your life. You're 300 pounds, rather than thinking, oh, I need to get to 200, try and lose 30. or get halfway to your dream physique. If you're 300, you want to be 200, lose 50, halfway there. Most likely will be enough to make you happy, certainly going to make an impact on your health. So if you don't know where to start with you. Start with a healthier diet and exercise. If you do that, the world will be a better place. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IP Pro. Watch the bloops. Harder than last time supplements. Also, I got this cookbook. Low calorie, delicious, amazing recipes. It makes it so much easier to lose weight. Also, training books and training plans by me and my team. Please consider one of those. Subscribe, click the bell button. I'll give you some time, give you a moment. Don't wait till the next video. Do it right now so you can be the first to watch the videos. Please comment. It helps the algorithm. And until next time, I am out.